Hi, could I speak to Jim Hall, please? Hi, Jim. My name is Tammy Brosey. I'm calling from Heart Health, and we're a local medical supply company. And would you be the correct person to speak with regarding your first aid purchases? Great. Heart Health, being a local manufacturer, also offers on-site first aid service where we can come through and inventory and stock first aid stations. We use some unique technology to guarantee stock, and I was hoping to see if I could schedule a time to come in and have you review information through our company for your first aid purchases. Great. And I was hoping to schedule time with you on Tuesday, the 17th at 10 o'clock, if that would work. Fabulous. And let me confirm your address with you. Is it 7721 New Market Street Southeast in Olympia? Fabulous, Jim. And let me give you my contact information just in case something does come up for you. It's Tammy, and my last name is Brosey. The company, again, is Heart Health, and it's HART. My telephone number is 1-800-234-4278. Thanks so much, Jim, and I'll see you then on Tuesday the 17th at 10:30. Thanks. Hi. I have an appointment today with Chris Simons, and my name's Tammy from Heart Health.
Just one moment, please. Hi, Tammy. I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you. Tammy from Heart Health.
Nice to meet you. Come on back.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come in and talk with you. And I appreciate you letting me see what you guys have set up for the first aid stations. It really helps me to understand how you guys approach your first aid supplies and service and that sort of thing. So, and this is one of your main first aid stations, as you mentioned?
Yes.
Okay. Is this, now how many of these types of first aid stations do you have?
I think I've got 3 here.
Okay. And you have how many employees?
About 50.
Okay. Do you mind, I brought you some samples of some of the things that we carry like this, so if you don't mind, I was going to go ahead and talk to you about that. Chris, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to see what you have set up for your first aid supplies. As I mentioned to you too, I did want to go over some of the product line. One of the things we really pride ourselves in as a company is the quality of our product line, and very visible in what we have for medications. And as you mentioned, this is one of the things that your employees really enjoy having available. One of the things that you'll notice with what we sell is we do a full disclosure. What that means for you is that all the information that would be on the box or the bottle is actually imprinted on the packaging. It makes it much safer for your employees in case they're on some sort of prescription type medication. The other thing that you'll notice with what we do is we formulate to national brand quality, and there's very good reason for that. If you notice, and if you don't mind, I'll open the packaging so you can kind of see the difference. We've gone the extra mile to coat our tablets so they're easier to swallow. The other thing that we've done, especially with a product like ibuprofen, is we've packaged them properly in a foil lining. And the reason being for that is just so that the integrity of the tablet itself stays in good condition up to the actual expiration date.
Okay.
Products that aren't wrapped properly will break down. So, you know, it just kind of gives you an idea of the quality of what we sell, which translates into most of the rest of the product line, including all the supplies that go back into your first aid stations. I did want to touch, though, too, because of the fact that you mentioned that you guys have these multiple first aid stations, and there's times where you find products in them that you didn't realize you were carrying. One of the great things that we've done with our service is we have this technology, and it is proprietary to our company, and what it gives you is the advantage of having a guarantee on stock. And this is an actual customer we service. It shows you one of their first aid stations and a stock or a par level of inventory. We come up with that information when we start service with you, verifying that this is what you want to see ongoing per first aid station. When our drivers come back through, they literally go to that cabinet, they look at your inventory, and they're just reducing down stock to what's physically left in the kit. It's a very nice system because it gives you the advantage with our technology. They're able to print a pack sheet right at the time of service. It breaks it apart for you so you know which first aid station was serviced and what product line was physically brought in. You are signing it and you're given a copy. So it gives you much better control over your purchases, and you actually have a way to track your usage. I would like to ask you, because of the fact that we're able to offer you much higher quality in the product line and some control with your service, if this would be something you'd give us an opportunity to service your first aid kits.
Well, a big advantage I see is, as you said, it's broken out by which kit and then which products are in it. So that looks like a good tool for me to be able to track my usage and how much is really being used, and you know, make sure that I'm not paying for things that I don't need to have in there. So I think that's actually a great thing that I'd like to look into.
Good. Now, looking at your kits, I realize that you guys look like you're close to needing somebody to come through within the next few weeks. So would it be okay with you if we schedule a time for Sandy to come back in and stock your first aid kits within the next couple of weeks? What's your availability?
You know, I think that would be a good idea. Just have her give me a call.
Okay.
And we'll, you know, so I can make sure that I'm there at the time, and then she can show me a little bit more detail about how that works, and yeah, that would be great.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Chris.
Yes.
Have a great day.
All right.
And we'll look forward to talking with you.
All right. Thank you.